Hello there, amazing and incredible people, and how are you on this wonderful day? Janine here, and as a mindset alchemist and as host of this wonderful Mindset Alchemy podcast, I love helping you reset that chemistry between your mind and your body so that you can connect with your spirit and your success at a much, much higher level and at a much more aligned level. Well, actually, more with your soul than your spirit. Your spirit is part of you, it's your life. And this is why today we're going to be discussing our story. And I am really so amazed at my beautiful story with my children, with my husband, with my business, how everything came about. And this changed when I changed my story. When I had a story that my victim was, oh, my victim and my martyr were playing the playground so fully full that I was not living a life I loved. I was not having a lifestyle I enjoyed. And I'll tell you up front, I'm working on a story to up level my lifestyle. It's also something I love helping my clients do. That as we can shift and change their story and reset that chemistry of their body, that things shift, things change. Because as we think, we trigger those emotions. As we think, we bring about feelings. And it's when we can understand that we then speak as per our feelings, that we understand what we are creating as our story. We understand what we are creating in our life. And yes, we are fully responsible for our life. I understand that there are global things that happen. We can still choose to create more within those circumstances. I was listening to a YouTube video of a concentration camp survivor and how her mom, her whole family were deceased as a result of being there. They were no longer with her physically. And her mom said to her before she was taken into the gas chambers, remember, no one can steal your spirit. And Viktor Frankl very much also speaks about this in his book, The Meaning of Life, where he discusses how no one controls your thoughts except you. Something I have learned since then is not all the thoughts we're thinking are ours. So always check in. Is it my thought? Is this my feeling? And I love the phrase, I release all thoughts and feelings and emotions, not mine, because that gets rid of the ones that aren't mine, and then I can work on mine. Imagine working on somebody else's problem for years and then you discover that wasn't even my challenge. It wasn't my situation to deal with. And people, we very much do this to ourselves. Are you aware of this? Have you ever thought to yourself, where did that thought come from? What happened with that feeling? Where did that come from? Well, ask yourself, whose is this? I release all thoughts and energies that are not mine. I release all emotions that are not mine. Don't you feel so much better after saying that? Doesn't it feel good to say that? Let me know. Get hold of me on my website, JanineKathleen.com, Kathleen with a K, and let me know what came forward for you with that. Now, when you're creating your story, it's to look at what are you thinking, what are you feeling, how does it make you feel, and what does your body respond and react to. When I work with clients, I ask them to set a timer and check in with their thoughts and how they're feeling and who they're with every 15 to 30 minutes and over 3 days and see what pattern comes up and how they feel about it. Because I know myself when I was not aware of these things and how we could reset the chemistry of body and mind, I would swell. My waistband, I once had my waistband, my waist increased by 4 inches. That's for no, that's not, it's 2 inches. And my waistband of my trousers got extremely tight. And it was because I was taking on the energies of other people as I was trying to heal them. I was also taking on their fears and their doubts and their things. And that's how our body speaks to us. Subsequently, now as I feel my waist expanding, I go, no, 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 no. I release all feelings, emotions, and thoughts that are not mine, and I choose to keep my energy to myself. I have learned this as part of my story. And as part of my story, I've learned to draw pictures of what I would like. Oh, they stick figures. I'm sorry to tell you, my husband's the artist in the family, my two children. I get to draw stick figures. And this helps me to release other people's energies and helps me to create a story I enjoy living. This is what I encourage in my clients to do as well, and I encourage you to do it as well. Pick up a pen and paper and just can be an ordinary pen and just start drawing, even if it's just stick figures, and writing the words of what the stories you would like to have. Would you like to be a speaker? Would you like to be a mother or a father? Would you enjoy having a certain type of car? Would you like to travel luxuriously? Do you enjoy roughing it? What would you like to create? How would you like to serve? Draw pictures, write words, and an even better one is to draw a circle and write higgledy-piggledy in it all the things that come to you when you think of, you ask your body, what would we like to have and experience? The one time when I did it, it was a beautiful red apple. Well, it looked that way in my head on the paper, it was a round circle with a stalk. However, that's what body was asking for, so we gave it. And then body was asking to live at the coast. And through this, I had pictures up everywhere. And you know what is so interesting? I had beautiful pink framed photos of a sand dune with spiky grass. I never thought that was not the grass of a warm coast. It was the grass of a cooler coast. And that's where we wound up living. I didn't put any effort into it. I just had the pictures up and I was thinking, oh, how wonderful it would be to live at the coast. I wonder what I could do. I wonder what it would look like. I never thought about the home. I never thought about how to get there. I just thought about the feeling and started feeling the feeling of walking across the sand dunes. I've used this to help myself grow my business, grow my podcast. I visualize lots of people listening to the podcast, referring it to friends. I'm giving you a lot of tips around what I do. My question to you is, how can you create a story you enjoy? Are you thinking victim thoughts of, oh no, I'll never have it, I can't do this, how am I going to do that? Only rich people can have that, only poor people can have that, only successful people can do this, only women of a certain hair color can do that. It's all around what are the stories we tell ourselves. And when we can shift the stories in a way that our body and our mind can accept, don't go too far beyond, do it step by step. So for me, it was, I would love to live at the coast. I would love to have a successful podcast. And once I made the decision to have the podcast, I started thinking, well, how do I go about it? And then my son suggested a platform. I had it on my phone for 2 years until somebody challenged me. So when are you going to do it? And then I went, okay, when am I going to do it? I got a date, I got what it was about, and when I had 2 years ago, I would not have been able to do what I'm doing now. So it's also timing, it's also receiving, it's also allowing. There's a lot more to it than just making a decision to think it, to feel it. It is allowing growth within yourself. There's allowing expansion in your knowledge, in your vision, in what it truly is you have to offer and to serve. It's so many aspects. The most important aspect is a decision with aligned action of draw it, see it, feel it, taste it, smell it. How do you taste a podcast? Oh, it tastes yummy and sweet. How do you feel it? Well, I feel successful. What are the feelings? What are the emotions? And how are you choosing to tap into the power of your story? Where can you change it from, I will never have it, to, what are the infinite possibilities of me having this? What would the infinite possibilities be of me being able to travel the world, to have an extra 1,000 Rand a month? What are the infinite possibilities of creating a business of whatever amount of turnover you would like every month? What would it take for you to start looking at what it is you would like to have? What's stopping you from you having it? Something I've learned is when I really don't like something, I say, I get to do it. I choose to do it until something better comes along. I get to spend time doing the dishes. And then I'm grateful for the dishes that I have food to put on the dishes. I'm grateful that I'm in a space and a place to have dishes. It's shifting our energy. It comes down to resetting that chemistry. So, watch what the story is you tell yourself on an ongoing basis. See if you're enjoying it. And if you would like help shifting it, reach out. I'm on all the social media platforms. And talking about that, I would really love it if you could give me a 5-star review on iTunes. It would mean a tremendous amount to me. What did I do here? I'm shifting my story from, oh, nobody will like the podcast, nobody will listen to it. Wow, I'm receiving 5-star recommendations on iTunes. People are going to my Google page, Janine Kathleen, and mentioning how much they enjoyed it. I'm creating a story of what I desire and what I choose to create, not of what I despise. How can you do that? If you would like to know more about Mindset Alchemy, come and join me in my group, my membership group. It's $39.99, and I would love to have you. Obviously, prices shift and change depending on when you're listening to this. However, come and join me and let's help you reset your mind and body, connect better with your soul so that you can create the success, the lifestyle, and the cash flow through knowing the story you're telling yourself much more effortlessly. Remember, His joy and glory. Have a good one. Bye bye.